What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. And we're going to pick up from where we left off, or where I left off. I know I say we a lot, but yeah, it's just part of the London lingo. But anyways, right, so I'm going to pick up from where I left off on on Sunday, on Sunday's analysis that I did, right? And a few things have taken place. So on the last video, I talked about this liquidity zone was just taken out via this move to the upside, and as you can see, market is on its way down. So I'm just going to zoom in real quick, a nice little zoom in, so we can see how far down it's come, and it's kind of come down already, right? So let me go into the hour for a second, because I did a few scribbles on here. I might need to clean some of it up though. We definitely need to get rid of this because I took advantage of that. So as you can see, we got a little level over here, break of structure. So I started taking my sales, and I've been doing quite well with the sales that I've been taking, right? So, and bearing in mind, this was what I was waiting for, right? The opportunity to start taking sales. So I've been taking a few sales. I did one today, right? So I took it up here somewhere, right? Actually, no, I wouldn't say up there. That wouldn't be entirely accurate. Right, so I took a sell from down here. I got stopped out by a trailing stop, and I went back in immediately with a sell in this area over here, right? And then it kind of swung down, and I was like, you know what, let me get maximum. So I brought my trailing stop to as low to down here somewhere, as low as possible, and that basically took me out. So I'm out of that trade because I believe market is going to got a lot of falling to do. For me personally, this is going to be a really easy trade for the next coming days or weeks, right? Where I'm literally just going to be selling the market. I mean, once it goes past this level over here, literally, it's just flying down. And then we might have a few areas where it starts to consolidate and does a few things here and there, straighten itself out. But bottom line is, it's going to be a straight sell down to the downside. And what I'm kind of expecting in regards to potential profits, right? Because there's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, guys, like the profits that we're looking at right now is very, very, very healthy, right? So I'm expecting price to just smash through all of these levels, right? Because although it produced a slight higher high than this one, okay, I am off the mindset that either price is coming all the way down to this zone over here, right? So either price is coming all the way down to this zone over here, this area, or it's gonna produce a new lower low. But chances are it's gonna come to this level over here, in all fairness, right? I believe it's gonna come to about this zone. And for each level it gets to, it's gonna do a little dance, so just be mindful of that, okay? Especially if you're swing trading, just be mindful of the fact that at these key levels, so this level over here, this level over here, and this level over here, and this level over here, and the final level, you might get a few dancing around, games being played by the markets, etc. So just be mindful of all of that. And once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just basically just showing you how I plan to do business in the market, and that's basically it. All the risk that is associated with the market, you assume it all, and now I'm not responsible for your mistakes. I'm just sharing my views. That's it, right? And I have to keep saying that because I just have to keep saying that, right? So let's get rid of this for now, and then let's look at what we got going on up here. So I'm just going to jump back into the hour real quick. Let's jump back into the hour. Just so that we can analyze this area properly. All right. So this break of structure that we got up here, I'm just going to get rid of that for now because that's not really necessary. The levels up here, this one here, this level, I think is still quite important, just because we may get a pull to the upside. And if we get a pull to the upside, so long as it doesn't go above this zone, we're good. But in saying that, it's also important that I mentioned this, that last week's high is this point over here. So this was the highest point of last week, right? If price goes, let me move this up here. If it closes above this point right here, okay, it is fair to assume that the uptrend has not ended, and if you are downward facing with size, you might need to obviously start bringing in trailing stop to lock in whatever it is that you have gained. And in all fairness, how it would most likely go would be something like this. So it would most likely do something like this, right? Because remember, this structure that we have over here has a tendency to push to the upside, right? It's important that we recognize this channel over here for what it actually is and what it could do. So, should price fly up, right? It may visit this zone over here, okay? And if it does, that's fine. If it closes above, okay, then we have to be mindful of this zone over here, right? Where the arrow's pointing, that level. And that level in question, let me just bring that up. So the level in question would be 15,298.1. And bear with me, guys, I got a bit of a hay fever, so just bear with me. You're going to be hearing a lot of sniveling as I am doing this recording. Right, so if price breaks above this level over here, then it's fair to assume it has not done whatever it's doing in regards to pushing to the upside. We may get some kind of dance consolidation up here, and then it will continue to push up, at which point, obviously, because I know where the location of where market is currently right now, it's in my best interest, if I want to make as much profits as possible, to be downward facing, because this upward trend is not going to go on forever, and it is going to end soon. Now, looking at this price kind of flying down at the moment, you might be of the mindset that yes, it is going to start running down some more. My best advice to you would be, don't take that mindset, okay, that you believe price is going to do something. It needs to clear this zone, because once it clears this zone, essentially structure has been broken, right? The uptrend has ended. So once that happens, then we are relatively good. But at the moment, we are in the middle. We are in the middle of whatever this thing is doing. So we're in the middle right now. The liquidity over here and the liquidity over here needs to be taken, and price needs to settle down here. So at this level, this is the breaker structure that we're looking for. Well, that I am looking for, I should say, that I'm looking for, right? So should I get that either today or tomorrow, then I know that obviously the high of last week has been locked in, right? And because it's been locked in, we're now waiting for it to produce the new low for the week. Once the new low for the week has been put in, either we get it this week or next week, right? And I mean a significant low, right? Then we then know the areas that obviously we're navigating in, and obviously as I continue to obviously make videos, etc., we're going to be talking about all of that. So where do I leave this video tonight? Well, I'm expecting price to come back to the zone, okay? But however, it may come up to this zone instead. It may come up to this zone instead, right? And reason why I say that is we could have this kind of move going on. We might have something like this going on. Okay, which will give me the signal that I'm looking for, that it is going to start breaking down, which is something like this. So it's the opposite of this trend that we're seeing here right now. So we start getting something like this, right? It breaks above, maybe gets to this zone over here, and then starts collapsing down. Okay, so that is the kind of vibe that I think market may do, but yet we'll find out as we move forward throughout the week. So tomorrow, Thursday, we see what happens, what price does, right? And if it starts pushing up and doing these types of moves, then I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm getting ready to start selling downwards. All right, so with all of that covered, because that's the best possible analysis that I can give right now in regards to what I think market is doing and how market may do it, right? So where you decide to put in your entry is obviously for you to decide, but me personally, this has given me the opportunity that I've been waiting for a very long time. If you've been watching this video for any period of time, you know that for the last 3 weeks minimum, I've been talking about being downward facing, okay? Which basically means, right, yeah, is that on really good days, I've got moves like this, right? And then on average days, I got moves like this, right? Where I had on a bit of size, I saw price come down, and I would ride it down. And in between, now and again, I'll be getting caught out, right? So it wasn't just purely perfection. I'll be getting caught out, stocks will be getting hit, etc. But you know, the pain comes with the game, you know. So it's just one of these things that obviously one has to accept if you want to participate in a market. Hence why I say this game that we play, it's not for everyone. Everybody wants to play it, but not everyone can play it. So it's not for everyone. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Maybe your thing is, I don't know, whatever it may be, but this may be not for you. But however, if this is for you and you are in the business of trading the NAS, then I would say draw your attention to the fact that market might start to break down violently very, very soon. Just be prepared for it, right? And like I say, if we do it like this and we just see where the market is, right? If I take everything off, like, it's quite clear. I mean, to me, it looks as clear as day. To me, it looks as clear as day what market is going to do, right? It looks as clear as day. And I personally believe that it is going to start breaking down very, very soon. But however, this is just an opinion, not a fact. And it is important you do your own homework, you do your own research to make sure that whatever it is that you're going to be doing, it makes sense to you. So on this note, folks, I want to thank you for coming over to watch another episode of NAS100 Analysis today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like if you find the content useful. Oh, and also, if you need a new broker, don't forget to check in the description area. There is some information regarding that may be useful. Also comes with a promo code. Make sure you use that, right? And there's also a link for TradingView if you're not using TradingView, which is, in my opinion, the best charting software out there for the market. So if you're not using that, I strongly recommend that you do get on that, and you can use my link to get on that as well. Okay, you get a nice little reward, I get a nice little reward, everybody walks away happy. And for educational information, I have a blog that I've put together for you guys as well. All the books that I've basically read, followed, that has guided me up to this level of sharing this content with you, it's all on there. So go in there, give it a view. If there is a book in there that obviously you think would be useful in your collection, make sure you pick it up. So with all of that covered, guys, once again, you've been the best, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.